Water. Have you seriously looked at how your hydration affects your health? On Barefoot Bliss and Divine Wellness,
we're gonna dive deep into getting your hydration where it needs to be so you can feel awesome.
You better water up and be ready so we can dive deep into hydration in your health. We'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Megan Barefoot, your guide to unlocking the secrets to vitality and balance. Join us as we dive into the world of wellness and get one step closer to a more vibrant life on Barefoot Bliss and Divine Wellness.
Welcome back to Barefoot Bliss and Divine Wellness. I'm Robin Devine and I'm hanging out with Miss Megan Barefoot of No Shoes Nutrition. And last episode we talked about sleep. And we love talking about sleep. We could probably do about 3 more episodes about sleep, honestly. But today we really want to talk about drinking, hydration, drinking water, and how that helps with restorative wellness. And so I can go a long time talking about water. And the main reason for that is that all your muscles, every component of your body needs water. And if I just dive into the lymphatics, 96% of your lymph is water. So if you're dehydrated, nothing's moving. Absolutely nothing's moving. And that affects everything. It affects digestion, it affects sleep, it affects if you want to exercise and you want to move your body, like we talked about in our previous episodes. If you want to, have energy to do anything in life, water is so absolutely pivotal.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. The number one reason people go to the doctors is for fatigue.
Oh,
the number one contributing factor to fatigue is dehydration. Headaches, dehydration.
Yeah.
And it's not just hydration I want to talk about today, it's the quality of hydration we're getting and making sure that we are drinking filtered water, because even our tap water, no matter where we are, can be contaminated with some, I consider it a processed food because of the chemicals and additives that are put in our tap water, for good reason. I'm not saying it's not necessary. I'm just saying that we should have filters to make sure that we're getting quality water into our bodies. And a lot of people will ask me, how much water should I be drinking? And there's formulas and mathematical equations you can do to figure this out. But once again, we're gonna come back to listen to your body.
Please.
If you are thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So what I recommend people do is to always have a water bottle or a cup of water with them so that, we're talking a lot today. We're doing a few podcasts here. We're gonna be needing more hydration. If you're physically active, you're going to be needing more hydration. Depending on your age, your state of health, you're going to need different amounts of hydration. And we live in Calgary, Alberta. It's kind of a dry, semi-arid kind of climate here. We don't have a lot of moisture in our air. So we need more hydration because we don't even see our sweat sometimes when it's hot out. We don't feel that we're losing hydration when we're breathing. I grew up in a very humid atmosphere, a very humid climate, and you were breathing in moisture, which helped with hydration. You didn't actually need to drink as much.
Yeah.
And so the headaches, on free consultations I've had with people, one of their main concerns is headaches. We can solve the world's problems with just drinking some water, right? So I lose clients by just telling people about hydration.
But that's the thing, is we do have a lot of access to good, clean water that really requires, filtration is so important, but it requires very minimal work to make it, potable, something that we're able to take into our body and use. And when we look at muscle spasms, we look at, like you said, headaches, a lot of times people come in and they're like, I just don't understand why my legs are always cramping at night. Like, why do my eyes feel dry? I just feel like my mouth is dry all the time. My sinuses are frustrated, or I'm constipated. All of those pieces have to do with water. And the reality of it is what you think you're drinking and you think it's enough is most likely under hydration. And so you can't do your body functions with minimal water. Your body needs water. It is one of the essential pieces to how everything functions.
What always surprises me is that so many people don't even think twice about waking up in the morning and going for a shower and washing the outside of their body. But when we talk about putting water into the body, and you have a tube that goes straight through you here, that also could use a good, rinse once in a while and needs hydration. The food that's moving through that pipe needs hydration to be lubricated and moved through. Your whole entire alimentary canal, that tube, is covered with a mucous membrane, which is majority of it is hydration. It needs water to be able to make that mucus and move things through. So it's not just about, this is also good, like puffy skin and, dry mouth and things like that. It is also about making sure the body is functioning on a chemical level.
Yeah.
We need water in a lot of the metabolism, chemical reactions that are making us go and move. So water fundamentally is an issue, but so many people don't like the taste of it, don't want to drink it.
No, because it's not a sugary drink. It's not a flavory thing. But it's that routine of getting into it.
Absolutely.
And I know, I have had major sugar addiction issues throughout my life. And the thing that I had to get used to was that drinking can be non-sweet. It can be. And once you get into that, you start recognizing those symptoms of, I want to drink something. No, I don't need that sugar component. I need the water component.
Right.
And if you think of all the things that you have in your body to filter that crap out, and I literally mean crap, like, all the drugs, the medications, the foods and the things that we put into our body, smoke, everything you're inhaling, all that, we need to filter that out. And if you don't have enough water, you can't filter those things out. Your kidneys depend on that water to filter out so you can pee it out. Literally, you should be peeing out things you don't need. And the clearer your pee is, that means that you're meeting that demand and there's more water that your body doesn't need. It means you're meeting its capacity, it's happy with what you've given it, and it's allowed and able to let go of the extra, which that's where you should be.
Absolutely. And there's things that we drink regularly. I know most of us are doing it. Drinking coffee, drinking black tea, caffeinated pops, juices that are full of sugar. These are the things that are actually leading to dehydration. So sugars in juices and pops, very, very inflammatory. Even diet pop with aspartames and artificial sweeteners, those are very detrimental and inflammatory for the body. What we want to make sure we're doing is getting more real hydration. And if you don't like water, what I recommend is infusing your water with some lemon or watermelon or whatever fruit you love. Put it in a container in your fridge, let it sit, let it get that fruit into the water, the flavor. You can do cucumbers, they do that at the spa, it's very fancy. Those kinds of things. Herbal teas are also a great way, and you can drink herbal tea hot, or you can drink it iced tea, just not with a ton of sugar. If you added a little maple syrup or a little honey, when I'm not looking, I'd probably be okay with that, but not a huge amount, right? Not as sweet as what you would get in store-bought stuff. That also adds to your hydration. The problem with the caffeinated beverages is that it's a diuretic. And what that means is it actually makes you pee out the water that you have in your body. And for people who retain a lot of water, this can be a powerful tool at times. But for people who tend to be more dehydrated, it can be overwhelming to the system and over dehydrate.
And I know a lot of people get really concerned about congestion. Like they see puffy eyes, they see congested ankles, and they go, oh my gosh, I should stop drinking water because obviously I'm retaining it. That's not necessarily how it works. So when we look at congestion and puffiness and water retention in certain areas of the body, it might be an issue. But more often than not, there might be a reason why the fluid's not draining out of those tissues. It might be that there's scar tissue or there's tightness or there's a reason why your body keeps causing fluid to accumulate in those areas and is not able to drain it properly. So cutting out water is going to impact the whole rest of your body. If you're just trying to decrease the puffiness under your eyes, cutting out water for that one purpose doesn't make any sense. If you have swelling in your ankles, there are 1,000 reasons why that could be happening, then that's who you need to talk to. And that is one of the most common things that shows up in my practice when I'm talking to patients is like, I should be cutting out water because I'm overhydrating. And when we look at the math, it doesn't make sense. So if you're seeing those areas around your body that you're worried about and you think there's extra swelling, you should be cutting out water, or you're concerned about how it affects your daily function, reach out. You can always reach me. You can check out my website, which is lymphbalance.com, or you can reach out to me at robin@lymphbalance.com. And Megan has way lots of information about hydration. So how do they reach out to you?
Well, first, I just want to add to that swelliness and puffiness that can be an electrolyte imbalance as well.
100%.
And gut issues are very often an imbalance in hydration as well. Too little water, constipation. Too little water could be diarrhea. Too much water could be diarrhea and can exacerbate the problem as well.
It's not black and white.
It's not black and white. We have to talk about it. If you're interested in learning more about how hydration can affect your health, I'd love to help. Reach out today, www.noshoesnutrition.com, sign up for a free consultation, or reach out to me personally, Megan@noshoesnutrition.com. I'd love to help.
Thank you so much for joining us again on Barefoot Bliss and Divine Wellness, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for joining us on Barefoot Bliss and Divine Wellness, where we've uncovered the path to a vibrant, holistic life. Until next time, may you continue to walk the journey of wellness with grace and intuition, a grounded and natural approach on a journey towards wellness and vitality.